everybody, it's Shannon from Creative Chaos in Tennessee, and it is Friday, so it's time for Mixed Media Mayhem. And this week's prompts are acrylic paint, stamping, and chipboard. And then I'm also combining this with off the board with pineapple papers. And Fridays are free for all. So I went on my Pinterest board and looked through my very long board of mixed media type layouts and tried to find one to come up with some acrylic paint that I could be inspired to use acrylic paint on. So I have picked my acrylic paint and I will pop the layout up that inspired me. It was created for Citrus Twist Kits, and it was designed by Anna Unris, I think. But I will pop that up so you can see it. And I'm going to do mine a little bit different since I have to do acrylic paint and stamping. I think they used a cut file and then backed parts of it, but I'm not going to use a cut file. Okay, so I am going to use this stamp set that I got off of Temu with these cute little frogs. And, oh, let me turn on my other light. I am using this photo of Blake, and I can't believe it, but like, he was 5 years old in this, and he's like about to be 18 this year, so, this just seems so much like yesterday. This was at Coolidge Park in Chattanooga, on an antique hand-carved carousel. You can like ride it. I think it costs like $1 or $2 or something like that for a ride. So, I stamped out some of the frogs to put on the layout, and then my chipboard is this title for cute, and this is the rest of the chipboard. I have had this for a very long time. I pulled it out of the packaging. It says it's from Top Line Creations, and it is from 2007. So that is crazy. So I'm glad I had the prompt to pull out chipboard and use it. Okay. So I'm also going to plan on using these two stamp sets. I'm not going to use everything from them, but they are both Temu stamp sets. And then I have my piece of acrylic to put my paint on. And then I have a paintbrush. And I wanted to do wide so that it was kind of like what was in the featured layout. So, this is just a piece of the textured Cricut linen finish cardstock, which is just their general cardstock. I really like it. So, I'm just going to put some of my paint out here. We'll go light first because I don't know how much I'm going to need. And I think I'm going to just spritz my brush with a little bit of water so that it's not dry, super dry. So, just to get it started. I'm just going to get it damp. Alright, and then I'm just going to load up with paint. And I did this on a different layout for, in May, I think, for May I Scrap Lift You. And it was one of my favorite layouts that I did for the whole month. So, I thought, why not try it again? So, I'm just going to rub it over it a little bit. I don't want it to be perfect. Alright, there's yellow. And then I'm going to do green. And I don't think I'm going to wash my paintbrush since yellow and green make blue. I'm just going to roll with it, and we might get color variation, but it'll be alright. Alright, so, I wasn't holding my paper. I was trying to hold my paint. I'm going to do my blue. This one has a paint booger. Alright, and then I'm just going to add this. Ooh, that one's pretty. I do want it to be more blue though. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit more blue since that one had so much green in it. Okay, I like that. Alright, and so I am going to let this dry really good because I'm going to stamp on top of it. So I will be right back as soon as this dries. I'm back. And I misspoke earlier whenever I was mixing colors. Because yellow and blue create green, and I think I said it all wrong, but my husband was real quick to be eavesdropping and remind me that that is wrong. You know how husbands are. But anyways, everything is really good and dry now. The yellow doesn't, because I didn't realize that the yellow I picked was glossy. I did spray it, the back a little bit to get some of the wrinkles out, and I will fix it so that it's even better when I'm done. So I have picked out these Distress Oxide colors to stamp with so that they will show up, and I'm just going to kind of go through and stamp things. And I think I'm going to use the hearts off of here. And I know I want to use the arrows. I don't know. Should I use the rainbows or the plus signs? Let's do the rainbows. Alright, I'm just going to put this on my block. Let's see. And I want it to be very light. Like, I don't want it to be super bold. Like, you know. Just to give it a little bit of pattern, since we're not really using any pattern paper. Okay, I think that's all I'm going to do on that one. I do have my stamp chamois out and wet so that I could just clean off my stamps real quick. And then, let's see, let's use the arrows for the green. I thought these would be fun. Just kind of showing motion since it was on the carousel. Okay, I think that's all I'm going to do for that one. And then wipe this off. And then we're going to use the hearts from the frog set. And while I was waiting on all this to dry, and I had all that extra paint, I did take and make 2 cards so that I wouldn't waste the paint I had squeezed out. So I'll show you those at the end if you're interested. Turned out really cute. Alright, and then I'm just going to stamp my hearts. So this is kind of almost like just making your own pattern paper, which is fun. Okay, so we have our background done. We did our stamping. We did our acrylic paint. And then I have my title is chipboard. So that's all of the requirements for Mixed Media Mayhem. So let's build our page now. So I added this just on a piece of scrap that had colored dots. I think this was from a Paige Evans paper that I had in my scraps. I'm just going to put this on here. And this is going to be a really simple layout because I don't want to overwhelm it. It already has everything else going. I have these little frogs that I stamped, and I stamped some of the lily pad flowers. So let's add our title on. There's that. And then I'm going to pop my frogs up on some foam tape. Slide it down a little bit so it looks like he's actually propped up on the word. I just thought these were so cute. Okay, and then I'm just going to glue in a few of these flowers. Let's see, let's put one here. And then y'all know how I am about the number 3. It needs a 3rd one somewhere. Should I just put him over here? Maybe. And that created a really interesting effect. I will post close-ups. I don't know if you can see it. Maybe it's because it's Distress Oxide reacting to the paint, but it kind of gave it a watercolor effect, which is really cool. There's that. I don't know. It needs something else. Something else. Let's see here. I could put It's a Happy Day. I don't know that it needs any more words on it though. I was going to go all out and do a whole little pond looking scene, but it was a carousel, so I think that's going to be good. Oh, I could add some sequins. I have these pretty sequins that I already had still out on my table. So let's just add some of those. Since it was a carousel and it's all shiny and gold. Okay, let's just put some dots of glue on here. Alright, here's this one. I about used up all those glitter ones. If you've watched me, you know. Like, it's actually, the sequin is actually glittered on it, which is super cool. I'm just going to dot them around everywhere. Maybe I should put blue ones in the blue. And then green in the green. Okay, sounds like a plan. Let's see if there's different sized ones. Let's see, let's do some green ones up here. Kind of get a little triangle going. Okay, I feel like it needs more. Let's do 5. Because I still need it to be an uneven amount. Let's do some down through here. Okay, blue. And then let's do some more gold ones up here. Okay, I think that's good. So I will just write the date in on here and where we were for my journaling. I'll post close-ups at the end for you to see. Let's see if you can see. Can you see the neat effect it had mixing together? Oops. Some of them's hard to see. It'll show better in the close-up pictures. So there's the layout. And then let me show you my 2 cards I made. Alright, so I just took the paint that was on the little acetate, and I didn't wet it or anything. I just smushed it on the card bases I already had made. Then I did some stamping, and then I took my tri-blend markers and just colored over a little bit. And voila! Ain't those super cute? Like, they're super cute. And it was super easy, and it was funny because it made me think of water and then, you know, the grass, and so it worked out good because it looks like the frog sitting in water. So thank you guys for hanging out with me. Definitely check out the playlist below of everyone else playing along with Mixed Media Mayhem and Off the Board. And until next time, bye y'all.